Hey guys, this is a part 2 to my tips for beginners video, except this one's just tips to get better once you're past the beginner stage. I also had some technical difficulties making this video, but yeah, I tried my best, and I explained some stuff I learned recently, and I'm not stealing content, by the way. I'm just explaining random stuff I know, and yeah, so excuse me in this video because I have a cold, and that sucks for everyone, and just wish me well. So, let me explain branching. From this point to, I believe, it's this point, yeah. Oh, this branch is weird. But from this point to this point, it's section 3. From this point to this point is section 2. And from this point to the bottom is section 1. When you're branching, if you jump off of something, most likely, you're going to want to go for section 2, and you don't go from section 2 to section 1. You only go from section 2 to section 2. So if I'm right here, go to that section 2 or that section 2. If that makes sense. So, and then you're going to most likely hit most of your hits if you go for section 2s. If you go from section 1s, you can go to section 3 or section 1. But if you go from section 3, you either jump to section 1 or jump to another section 3 or section 1. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But yeah, this is how I learned to branch. I practiced it in slow motion. So I practiced going like this. I would land on section 1 and I would see around. And I'd be like, okay, section 3, section 3, section 1, and then you land. If that makes sense. And once you get the hang of it, you'll see that's how you branch, section 1, section 3, and I'll do it while I'm branching. Section 3, section 1, section 3, oh, I accidentally went section 2, and that's why I got slowed down. You keep your momentum when you do this, and it's just how you see people like Mosa going extremely fast, but Mosa has his own techniques probably, but this is a really good one. So look, so if I start right here, section 3, section 3, section 3, section 3, section 1, see, I just scaled that. So if I want to get up there, it makes sense to go like this, but you get more speed when you do section 2, section 1. It's literally just a faster method. So last video, I said you just jump from branch to branch, right? Like that. And you can do that. Or you could go like this. And so, you gotta make sure you're close enough to the wall. But when you hit it, you don't just hit like that. I don't, at least. I hit down, up, down. Down, up, down. And whenever I get to the top, they kind of rotate whenever you're touching the wall. So when you're right here, you're gonna wanna know how this tree works. So, let me explain. It starts off like a slant. And then the slant gets kind of messed up right here, pokes up a little, and then the slant goes regular, kind of straight, and then the slant messes up again. So when you're doing it, just be aware that there's this, my TV, God, my fault. But just be aware that there's that slant there. Alright, so now you know how to do that. I barely know how to do my next one because I'm still not that good. Obviously, I haven't been playing this game for that long, but it's called Lucio running, and let me explain. So the creator of this is Lucio, obviously. So he says he gets his hands like this and he flails his wrist. So that means you make sure your hand controllers are on tight for this, and you go like that kind of, and then you kind of go like that. And it's like a weird, like a windmill or whatever it's called, a unicycle. I kind of turn my hands this way. So let me just, Lucio will explain it, and I'll put that clip on screen.
Bunk, bunk. So your hands are going chugga, 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 and then your wrists are going wah, 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 wah. And then together, chugga, wah, 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 chugga.
So a couple of easy jukes to get away from lava monkeys, because when you're running, lava monkeys have a 25% speed boost. Oh, here's a common one you see on like TikTok and YouTube. You run down here, and then you punch the ground and they go under you. But it only works sometimes, and not on the good lava monkeys. They most likely know that that happens a lot. Also right here, people go like that. Everyone knows about that juke. So I go like that, and then most likely they're like coming up on you, right? They think you're about to do that dumb juke on that barely works, and then and then they're down there. But, you know, oh, there's a new juke by Cracker Leo. Watch his channel, I love him. So basically, you basically go like this.
Are you serious, my brother?
Oh, this is the juke. It's like that. That's exactly how it is. This juke, I explained how to do this one, I think. You just go like that. You basically, your hand goes through it. I'm so short. Yeah, you go like that, and then you just swing around. In one motion, it can be pretty good in the lobby. Some monkeys think you're not going to do that. Here's another juke. It's where you hit down, like up there, except you hit down and hit off, and then they usually go like that. And also, here's another tip for juking. I feel like I'm saying another too much. You go like this, and you can like get some pretty insane jukes by going like this, and then just switching up your technique. This you, bro? This you?
Yeah.
This you? This you, bro? What? Scaling trees? I barely know how to do it. But I explained to my friend like this. You basically put your fingers like this, and you like hit down. Or if you stick, you could actually stick to stuff if you practice. You could just spam up. And then whenever you get to a branch, you like hook your hand and push up like that. I don't know how to scale this tree yet. I'm gonna try it though. No, I can't do it, but yeah, but that's how you scale trees good. I don't know how to do it yet, like 100%, but like there's videos of the Beats doing it, and he mastered it.
You can't even see me. I'm on the wall, mixing with the ice. I'm in the casino, I'm rolling the dice.
Wall running now is probably the easiest one, in my opinion, because wall running was like super easy to learn. And now I'll show you where you practice right here. You can just hit down and go around the tree, but make sure you don't just practice with one arm. Practice with both of them. You can just hit down. And also, if you need more practice with this, me and my friend Daniel, we practice together down here. Daniel is not Schweppes, by the way. Schweppes is Mock-Mood, or Mocky or Micah, that's what we call him. This is where you can practice. This map is really good, right here. You just hit down. Make sure you don't slide, you just want to hit. Because when you slide, you're going to fall off the walls, or you're going to get too far away from the walls to keep wall running. This is like the easiest part to do it on. This is the hardest part. I don't even know if you get past this part, but when me and my friend Daniel were practicing, it took us the longest to get past this part. Now I can do it, and I don't know if he can yet, but I hope he can. And make sure to do it both ways. Go around this way with this arm, your right arm, and then do it again with your left arm, because it's just better practice when you do both arms. If we get more likes, I'll do a part 3. This you, bro? This you?
Yeah.
This you? This you, bro? No! No, I'm out. That's it for me.